What's called?
Tell some jokes.
No, shut up.
Jokes.
Alright, anyways, so back 80 million years ago, back when Xeno was on his home planet, he was an ancient tyrant, and when he only had half of his rations to feed his village. So, and the way he fed them was I forgot what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, he decided to test everyone's strength and their muscularity, and yes. And since we don't have the time or resources to do that, I'm gonna flip a coin and see which half gets this.
Hey, we'll be heads. No, we're tails. We're tails. We're tails.
Oh, your tails, you got it. Oh yeah, so I'll clear your mind.
I don't think there's enough for all.
I need some Christian.
Big league
No, it's not. It's alien grass.
White
Fertilizer cuts.
I can't do armor. I suck at that. I already have it. Wait, actually? I have an advantage because I have actual to do it.
Okay, well, I guess
Just don't big.
big fire. I know. You know what? Metaphorically, you guys starve to death, but whatever. Okay. Yes.
Wait, like you would.
Okay. Scientology by Christian Murray. All right, now. What is Scientology? Does anyone know? Is anyone in here a Scientologist? All right. All right. Are you a recent convert or?
I just converted.
Oh, okay, good. All right. You probably know this. You probably know the basics of this.
Yeah.
Anyways, Scientology was a religion created by the science fiction novel writer L. Ron Hubbard in 1952 when he created his program in his book called the Dianetics, I don't know how to pronounce that, which is a program that uses 50,000 years of science to help explain the relationship between the body and mind through services and practices. Okay, as you can see, funny face in the background. Basic beliefs. They believe that humans are immortal and a person's lifetime extends an entire timeline. They also believe humans are capable of infinite capabilities and that the human mind has three major divisions, being the reactive mind, the one that feels all pain and trauma, an analytical mind, a computer-like mindset, it like calculates. Yes?
Question, they say we're immortal, but what happens when we die?
You become, we'll get to that later. And then a clear mindset, which we'll get into later in the week. According to fellow Scientologist Mary Mann, she basically said that
What? That's the worst thing ever. Marry a man.
Okay, let's just get on with the report. She said that it should be a basic religion, or global religion that because it caters towards everyone's ethnicity and is very educational. Main beliefs.
Wait,
Yeah?
Mary is not
what
a
was the
man.
last slide called again?
It was called Basic Beliefs.
Wait. What's the difference between a main belief and a basic?
Hey,
Alright, basic belief is like surface level
That was a good
knowledge. Like surface level knowledge, it doesn't really go into it, but just like common knowledge from the religion. The main beliefs is when you get more in depth in it and say some things that people might not know. Funny face again. In Hubbard's second book, A History of Man, in which it goes more in depth on the idea of Scientology, that includes the 8 dynamics, Other beliefs he promoted were Theatins, exterration, and what happens in the afterlife, the
Exteriorization.
God, and Ark, and KRC. Okay.
Oh, it's
The eight dynamics summarized. I would say it's pretty much like the Eightfold Path, like the guy who started Buddhism. I forgot his name. It was like Guatemala or something.
Guatemala. Guatemala.
Okay. Anyways, it's supposed to clear up the confusion on existence of life. But if I'm being honest, it just makes things more confusing. I tried to summarize it as best as I could, but it confused me. It says, full
Not
expression
school
of oneself, not school appropriate due to
This is nasty.
finding impulses or desires as an individual, ? Everyone is equal. Desires towards nature, desires of the matters in the universe, a desire to have spirituality, having a desire for a higher purpose. That's what I got out of that.
Not school appropriate.
Okay. Theatins, exteriorization, and space opera. Theatins are the true identities of people, meaning they are inherently good and are the immortal soul that created the existence itself out of pleasure. They then fell from grace by forgetting who they were and basically becoming their creation, which is a process called exteriorization. This then led to the evil tyrant of the Galactic Confederacy, Xenu, to take all the humans, the Theatins who forgot their identity and then became their creation, in his commercial airplane-like ship to deploy the humans. I looked it up, okay? To deploy the humans around volcanoes and drop thousands of hydrogen bombs on them. This is referred to as space opera. It is still believed that it be happening to this day. Also, fun fact, unprepared readers are shielded from this truth, which is a little ironic due to Christian-based churches don't do that because the Bible's pretty hardcore. What happens when they die? When they die, they believe that they become reincarnated into a Theatin, or somewhat of that.
Is that the
I
Terror
just
Vortex
expl-
suit?
Alright,
it's pronounced
Theatin, which it becomes. Shut up. Which much stronger because of. Yes.
So when you die, you become that pixelated thing?
No, but I'm just imagining this is probably what they look like.
Oh, okay.
It's just it's an imagination. Will be reincarnated into a Theatin, but this time much stronger because of an acronym called MEST. Matter, energy, space, and time with each reincarnation. All right. A common misconception is that the alien tyrant Xenu is their leader. In fact, they believe he is very not good. In actuality, though, they don't exactly believe in God or faith. That's what Hubbard said. He doesn't deny nor accept a God, but rather attempt to achieve becoming a Theatin, which is referred to as a clear mind. That's why you ate the gum. However, they do believe in the infinity or somewhat of a higher purpose, which is usually associated with a supreme being. So, huge mistake. That next one. The ARC and KRC triangles. The ARC and KRC triangles are the two triangles in the modern logo of the Scientology religion. In addition, ARC is an abbreviation for affinity, affection, reality, consensual reality, and communication, the exchanging of ideas and knowledge, representing the knowledge Scientology strives for. The KRC is also an abbreviation standing for knowledge, responsibility, and control, being in a similar relationship. Scientologists, in fact, use arc triangles at the end of a letter to signify affinity or affection to the person they are writing to. Yes. Next slide. That's just a silly face. Scientology fun facts. In Scientology, AD doesn't stand for Anno Domini, the time when Jesus was alive, but rather after Dianetics. Hubbard said in one of his doctrines, ethics, that 20% are dangerous and evil people, and the rest of it is basically a moral code like Confucianism. Hubbard grew his religion through actors expressing being part of his church, which is like a famous person promoting a product. Next slide. Oh yeah, let's address the extraterrestrial elephant in the room. Great transition there, Christian. Scientology controversies. L. Ron Hubbard. Okay. L. Ron Hubbard tried to infiltrate the IRS and other organizations in his operations and engaged in fraud, landing him in prison for 4 years. One of the doctrines, called fair game, says that anyone who criticizes its church or its members are eligible to punishment and harassment from the members. You can see how this can be controversial. Hubbard allegedly created the religion so he could evade his taxes or exempting when he started a religion in an organization called the Sea Organization. If women get pregnant in the organization, they are pressured to get an abortion. Members sparking protests, hatred towards psychologists and psychiatrists, that to them supposedly making Hitler evil, and generally opposed to their treatments, which is ironic due to his book Dianetics having the subtitle The Modern Science of Mental Health. Many Scientologist leaders have gotten in trouble with scandals and alleged abuse towards their members. Hubbard also created a controversial solution to get people to stop abusing their drugs by putting them in a sauna up to 5 hours for 5 weeks and overeating vitamin supplements.
What?
Yeah.